Hi everyone, Masturd Seed FX here. In this video, we're going to go through USDJPY. It's one of the analysis we did on our first 3 videos. And I remember correctly, this is number 3 if I'm not mistaken. So please, before we embark on this journey on analyzing this trade, please go and watch that previous video so that you can get an understanding on how did we come about in terms of ended up like watching it in this case. So remember on the last 2 previous signal videos I was analyzing, I introduced more or less like a concept of a no trading zone where I mark the high and the low of the day. In this case, these are the alert lines and an execution line, alert line and an execution line. And then this is a no trading zone for me here. As long as the market is still playing within this box, I am not doing anything. I wait for it to define this for me. Preferably, I will be honored if it defines this on an uptrend, because there will be a trend continuation. Remember, we said we don't counter trend, especially with the breakout of this first leg. You see these attempts here to break this section, this one. You see this attempt, but when you look at where our box as well as this like red horizontal line, you see none of these candles that attempted that actually closed below this week. That's why we never we didn't take this trade. Yes, the alert line, you see the alert line has been broken too many times. The market has been trading below the alert line, but an alert line is just an alert line. We are just like aware, we are being more or less like awakened to the reality of that current trade to say, okay, cool, your trade is now trading below your alert line. I'll be like, okay, cool, let's see how it plays around with this week and see if it closes below it and all that stuff. However, even if this trade closed below this section, remember we said we do not trade but especially when on a counter trend, we do not counter trade. Rather, what we will do in this case, just as this arrow is indicating, these I don't know, these lines that I've put here, every time when the low, the first low of a change in direction is about to be broken, we wait for it to break, retest, then we go and trade that new low it will make. Like in this case, if this trade, we can trade it here. If it does this, again, we're not saying it must do this. Should it feel like doing this, we'll be honored. However, we will love to continue with this this trade on this uptrend. So in this case, for an uptrend to be true, we will wait for the market to come back to the alert line and close above it, then give us another candle that will close above all this line and above execution line. We do not trade wicks, we trade full body candle close. The candle close must be outside the execution line, non-negotiable. If the market is not doing that, we are just waiting as we are waiting on this pair. Just to summarize it, let me clean it up a bit, because I believe it's one of the pairs that can leave many people confused. This is actually the clean slate of this trade. Remember, we are on an uptrend. What matters the most are the highs. The market will leave a high, break it, retest it, then go to break another high again. So we specialize on those new high the market makes. Those are the ones that we use to take trades. For example, here, this is where the market once broke this high and pushed this. Unfortunately, we didn't see it. It pushed this. It came back to retest this high, and it pushed it again. By default, we were expecting this this is an alert line and execution line. So when we see that the market has now retested this, as we always say it will always do. We expect the market to close above this section before we trade it, and we trade it for a portion almost of the same size, depending where the next strong structure on the previous setup is actually. This is just 100 pips, see, 100 pips, or that is clean 100 pips. That's what actually we want. Even in this case, the reason why we marked this section to be a no trading zone, it's because we do not trade the market when it's trading between the high and the low of the day. Let me just mark it like this. Yeah. Since we missed this trade, since we missed this when the market closed here to here, since we missed it, there is no other trade within this section until this is defined or this is defined. And if you wanna understand it like correctly, how do we define stuff like this, please watch my first 3 videos, especially the first 2, because they contain the diagram that we introduced when we first started doing these videos. So this is the current section where we are standing, and remember the market tempted us with all of this and we didn't budge. So here we are waiting to see how the other week is going to play. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching my videos.